Hey Ursuline Academy Bears, Campbell's team here, your one and only source into the crazy lives of Ursuline students. And who are we? That's a secret we'll never tell. You know you love us. XOXO. Yes.
Good morning, Ursuline Academy. I'm your anchor, Rachel Skoski, here with
Lauren Leves.
Today on broadcast, we will be talking about the weather, today's Man Crush Monday, the National Day, stress tips, sleep, the fall musical, joke of the day, and quote of the day. Let's get started.
The weather today will be chilly, so make sure you wear a jacket. There's a low temperature of a chilling 34 degrees and a high temperature of cool 48 degrees. Make sure to stay warm throughout this cold day. And now to warm up after that chilling story, here's Man Crush Monday.
Bill Skarsgård is a Swedish actor and model. He is best known for starring as Pennywise the Dancing Clown in the 2017 horror film It. He is 27 years old and his birthday is August 9th. Skarsgård is one of 7 children and 3 of his other siblings are also actors. By far, the biggest production that he has ever starred in is the horror film It. But what's funny is that he wasn't even first in line for this role. Actor Will Poulter had other projects going on at the time and had to drop out, which gave Skarsgård the chance to blow us away with his horrifying film. From hunky to chunky, let's talk about peanut butter fudge.
If you just happen to love peanut butter and fudge, today is your lucky day because today just happens to be National Peanut Butter Fudge Day. Fudge originated in the United States when a letter was found referring to fudge that Emmeline Battersby Heritage cousin wrote to her. Emily was a student at Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York. She was considered fudge to be happy and excellent. She started to sell the fudge for 40 cents in Baltimore, Maryland. What started off as a mistake turned into one of America's favorite desserts. Perhaps you could go home and create your own happy accident today when you get home. Eating fudge isn't the only way to desert the stress, so here are some helpful stress tips. Oh, crap.
Is school or life stressing you out? Sometimes when life can seem to be just a little more than you can handle, getting rid of your stress is very important. A first step for getting rid of stress is identifying what is causing the stress, then you can try to eliminate the problem. To eliminate stress, some people like to exercise and do other physical activities such as yoga. Exercising and doing other physical activities produces endorphins, which are chemicals in the brain that act as natural painkillers. Endorphins can also improve your sleep, which reduces stress. When you're stressed out, the rest of your body feels the impact as well. So when your body feels better, your mind does too, which also decreases stress. If doing physical activities isn't something that interests you, try other stress-reducing methods such as lighting scented candles, listening to music, going for a walk, drinking hot tea, coloring, writing in a journal, taking a long bath, reading, petting your pet, or spending time with your family. Also, take the time to think of why you were stressed in the first place and think what you could do the next time so you don't get as stressed. The biggest tip for stress is to not turn to bad behaviors to try and relieve your stress. It will make you even more stressed later on. If you need more tips on getting rid of your stress, there are many different tips online that you can also use as a resource to get closer to being stress-free. From tips on stress to tips for sleep, here's a story to help you make the most out of your night of sleep.
Are you feeling tired and drowsy during class? Well, maybe you're not getting enough sleep. Not getting the recommended amount of sleep can affect can affect you in the classroom and outside the classroom. If you pull an all-nighter, you're not just hurting your sleep habits, you're hurting how your body functions. We all know that teens are staying up late, doing homework, studying, or even watching something on Netflix. But teens need at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night. If they don't get enough hours of sleep, it can affect their performance and activities. Sleep is important to the brain because it can determine how you function the next day. You're limiting your body's ability to learn, listen, concentrate, and solve problems when you don't get enough sleep. If you really want a good night's sleep, try and be consistent when you go to bed. If you're consistent, you can get a better quality sleep. It's also important to be consistent on the weekends as well. Yes, you may want to sleep in, but it can be harder to wake up when it's Monday morning. Being consistent with your sleep can make you feel like you got an extra couple hours of sleep. When you're going to bed, also try and eliminate electronics. If you do that, it will prevent you from watching another episode or another video. So if you want a good quality sleep, try and be consistent, and you'll be able to go to bed early and get a good night's sleep. I hope you went to bed early because the fall musical is here.
As you all remember, November 17th, 18th, and 19th was Ursuline's showing of the fall production Meet Me in St. Louis, and we're sure everyone could say it was a huge success. The cast and crew did a fabulous job, and everyone really enjoyed it. But for it to be so good, lots of practice was needed. Practice began at the beginning of September with music rehearsal with Mr. Harkey so the cast could learn the songs. Then it switched to stage rehearsals with Mrs. Lang. And of course, how could they have learned the dances without dance rehearsals on weekends with Mrs. Woodward? At first, weekday practices went until 5:30, but as it got closer to opening night, practice went until 6, then eventually 6:30 or later. And don't forget the set. Dads went from building a front porch to building a trolley to putting in a swinging kitchen door. But all the practice and hard work paid off. Everyone put in so much effort into this and did a great job. Thank you to Mrs. Lang, Mr. Harkey, Mrs. Woodward, and of course, the whole cast and crew.
From trolleys and dancing to fairs to cows, next is the joke of the day. Where do cows go on Friday nights?
Where?
The movies. From a funny joke to a positive quote, next is the quote of the day. Today's quote is, once you replace a negative thought with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. This was said by Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson is a singer who has written some of the most popular and memorable country songs of all time. Many of his songs have been covered by a wide range of artists all over the last half century. Now in his 80s, he continues to record and tour while also donating his time to charitable and political causes.
That's all for today. We'd like to thank our director, Julia Stahlhuth, our board op, Hannah Patterson, and our teleprompter, Campbell Kennedy. I'm your anchor, Rachel Skoski, here with
Lauren Linnaeus,
reminding
you to make the most of your day.